welcome back everyone. Hopefully you had a good break. It wasn't that long as teams were ready pretty quickly, so we'll be hopping right into things on this second map, which is Theme Park, where Vulcan start off on defense. Vulcan clearly know what they want to ban, as that was very quick to drop down, and it will be the Thatcher. So, as I talked about before, Thatcher can just it's pretty much just a delete key for gadgets in a decently large radius, so he is quite strong. It does also make it a hell of a lot easier to open up those main walls, which on this map are very important for the attack. So it'd be interesting to see what Fatality ban, as Fatality's attack ban last time was Thatcher. This time, however, they opted to ban Blackbeard. So that will be a lot of repel potential, I guess, gone. I'm not really sure why you'd ban Blackbeard. He is actually pretty good when you start getting into high ranks of gameplay. As low rank, most people aim for the body, so his face shield doesn't really do anything, but at high ranks, where people aim for the head, he is quite effective, as it can just give you that extra half a second or two, half a second to a second of immunity to headshots, which in a game where one-shot headshots, you know, are quite a thing. It is quite a decent advantage. Mirror being taken out by Fatality, however, as I was talking about, it's just one extra thing you have to clear out in the attack, which can just be annoying, so you just ban her instead. And then Pulse being taken out as well. Pulse can just be annoying for that vertical play, you know. If no one's cleared below or anything, he can just get that random kill out of nowhere with a nitro cell, so can just be annoying sometimes. That is the main reason why you would do it. So, interesting to what Vulcan try to do is obviously they're defending first, so expecting this to go, I would assume, to the third, to like decently into the second half, if they are gonna ban that pulse. But we will see an armory and throne room defense, so will be interesting to see quite how this team plays. As if they do well in their first couple rounds, it will set a decent precedent for them to have the ability to win the map. I would assume, I'm not exactly sure, but I would assume that this is probably Fatality's map pick, as if it was Vulcan's. I don't know why his Fatality would pick attack. So that's just what I would assume. Vulcan, after looking very dominant on that cafe pick, does mean that they will be coming into this map with a fair amount of confidence. They won't be nervous. Let's say that they will not be nervous. So we're going with a pretty standard setup here in Armory and Throne Room. Nothing out of the ordinary. Anything that's really interesting is the fact that you're not playing anyone hard top floors. Most of the time you would see at least a player top floor, even if it was just to waste some time. But for this defense, just none at all. So that will make Tiltech probably a little bit sad. You won't be able to find any useful footprints really. Maybe able to find the footprints of someone up there to get hatches, but we'll see that it's a ping onto the site, so we'll just realistically probably ignore it. Shotgun coming out though does force the Jaeger to move, but there won't be any sort of capitalization on it, as he's pinged a second time, but as he's just running around, it won't be very useful. As this is the one issue with with not playing anyone top floor, is it does just mean that the attack can get the vertical pressure very quickly, as Buck will just be able to open up a bunch of floors, same with the breaching charges, so it will be very hard for this Vulcan roster now to try and play over in Armory. However, at the moment, I don't think there is. Actually, no, there are two. There's two players that look to somewhat be stuck in Armory at the moment, as they're sitting under the solid bit of roof, but they can't really move. So they will just be mostly stuck here, as if they try and move, they will just fully expose themselves to the vertical play, as Scope is able to find physics, and it will be the castle taken out. I'm not quite sure where he was, probably on side I would assume, maybe pushed out the dragon, not too sure. But that will be physics taken out, so does put Vulcan in a little bit of a worse position, as they are a man down, and with maintenance wall open and more than 30 seconds left, it does mean that Fatality are in a decent position to be able to get a plant down. Smoke's coming out now to just stop the push into maintenance, but that will mean that there will be about 10 seconds left at the end, probably, where they can push through maintenance, as Smoke has one canister left. Throws it out and it will go off. Won't quite connect with Dragon Door, but will also not connect with maintenance, as several people push at the Dragon Door and start getting kills. Fear taken out, as there were 2 quick kills for that offense, but it is now a 2v4 for Vulcan. Tiltek finding Andrew does mean to be a 1v4. Crush able to find a second, but that will be all he can get, as he is shut down quickly by Tiltek. So good round there from Fatality, able to just capitalize on the fact that there's no defender playing top floor and just open up those vertical holes really quickly, forcing a lot of the defenders into unfavorable positions, and then from there just able to find the picks on the push into sight, and just being able to, you know, win the round. So was very good from them, as Vulcan will be looking to switch up the site to try and find a round win. They will be going Vulcan Daycare, which is what most people would consider the second best site on this current version of Theme Park, as it is just a solid site. It is, you know, it's pretty good, as Vulcan looking to be going for that extended hold. We saw a very similar setup here from Glide, and it was very effective for Glide last night, as Weekend Warriors were just getting super bogged down trying to push. The main weakness that I can think of with this type of defensive setup, however, is if the attack just opts to hard push west side, have someone go up like arcade stairs, people on balcony. I feel like it could be a little bit rough, you know. That's the only weakness I can think, is if they go for a majority west side push instead of going for just an east side push. But it does look like Fatality are going to be going for an east side push, so it will be interesting to see how they try and deal with this east side push compared to what Weekend Warriors did last night, as they will just go and open the hatch. So they might switch this up. Sorry. They might switch this up, realizing that they are going for that extended hold. Might just instead opt to push from west side, which, looking at how many players have moved there, does look like a very big possibility, as it is 4, possibly all 5 players. It is all 5 players now, just on this cafe. Just on this cafe type of entrance. Ooh, exposing himself to the drone hole is Floro, and he will be lit up by Crush as the cast barricade is opened up. So it does mean Crush will have to start playing a little bit more passive and a little bit further back, as whereas he's very vulnerable to just several people voting in the window at once, as not many players are able to just, you know, clap people if they're jumping in through one, if they're just all rushing through one window, slightly staggered, but not on top of each other, but not massively gapped as well. As he will just push back and play an upper arcade. BTs, however, are able to find 1 kill with the Warden. So that shotgun just being used very effectively there, able to just one-tap someone as they try to play in the door. Crush finding a second, Crush finding a third. Does mean that Vulcan in a very good position. I don't quite know what he did there. Did he just line up people from the window? That is what it looks like. Is Tiltek's able to find some frags of his own? So that will be Helios and Physics going down. As he smokes off, I believe, Andrew, who now has to start playing a bit more passively. As he will just be able to push up yellow stairs for free. However, with IQ on the cafe balcony all by her lonesome, it does put BDs in a very solid position to make it a 1v3. IQ pushing in, does get taken out by BDs, but BDs getting fragged by Tiltek, who also finds the frag onto Andrew. So Tiltek getting a 4k is left in a 1v1 with Crush, but Crush wide swinging is able to find the kill. So that does deny the ace for Tiltek and also the round win for Fatality. So Vulcan being able to pick up their first round here is it's good. It's good because obviously if you realistically if you lose Armory and then you go and lose Bunk, you're probably not going to do too well on Theme Park unless your attacks are just so insanely good compared to your defenses. But Vulcan being able to find that round does mean if they can find initiation, they'll still be in a solid position at the end of the half if they can continue the round rotation that they are doing. However, if they lose this, then they wouldn't really be in the best positions. As it'll be interesting to see how Vulcan defend this, whether they go for a slight west side extension, whether they try and hard hold all of the east side of the top floor, whether they just bunker down on site with some roamers, or what they do. As looking with rotate hole from initiation to bunk in Andrew putting up those castles, I would expect this to be a west side extension where they have one or two players over in bunk type area, as a lot of teams have started doing that, where on main walls where it's kind of hard to get the main keep the main wall shut, etc, etc. A lot of teams have instead just opting to start pushing out through that main wall and just holding the room on the other side of it. So while doing that, it doesn't mean you don't have to hold main wall. It does also mean that you get a little bit more control of the floor that sights on. As obviously now, not only do they have control of that bunk area, but it does also mean they have control of upper arcade, which means they can flank if they want to. And if that castle arcade gets open, then they can also hold vending hallway. But very quickly, have Fatality started pushing up now as realize what type of extension this defense is doing. So we'll just pressure office. It'll be interesting to see whether there's any sort of flank attempt here, as Helios has pushed up, able to find the head of Apex. So that will be the Thermite going down, but Crush taken out as well. It does mean that you are trading. Where Andrew able to find a kill of his own, but no, does quickly get roughly traded with Helios going down. So that is a 3v3 now. Echo going down is not the best. You usually want Echo left alive towards the end, so he can deny plant with Echo Drone. But he's able to find a kill, and his Echo Drones will still be there for the info, so it's not the worst. However, what is bad is BT's going down, as that does mean man advantage is in favor of Fatality, as Andrew's able to find Andrew able to find another one. Does mean that man advantage is now equal. That is also Diffuser going down. However, Scope able to find one kill. Does mean Andrew will be left alive on so little HP. Diffuser still not in the hands of Fatality, however, coming down to 30 seconds now, as he does start pushing up. If he can find this one pick, that'll be and that'll put him in a solid position to win the round, as it'll be a 1v1, which is quite a decent amount winnable. So we're able to pick off Scobes there, but swings, tries to find this Sophia, and will just miss. So that will be the second round. That will be the third round of the game going to Fatality, as Andrew tried his best there to win out the round, but couldn't quite do it. So that will be initiation and office being brought again by Vulcan. I understand why. You understand why is they lost Throne Room pretty badly, and they only just lost that, but they could have lost that very badly as well if it wasn't for Andrew getting that big play. But they will consider losing a 1v1 a lot better than getting clapped on when the defense has when the attack has 3 players left alive. And it was a 1v4 situation at the end, so
protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
it will be interesting to see quite how this defense tries to change and tries to win the round compared to what they did last time. They were looking in a decent position, obvious. They were looking in a decent position to start with. Helios got a kill. Helios got a kill, was able to pull back, and then Andrew got a second one, but then Crush was taken out, and then Helios was killed as well, as he, instead of just trying to run, just decided to sit on arcade stairs. As 2 drones lost their Fatality in the prep phase is not good, as that does mean that you are now left with 80% of your droning capabilities in when you start the action phase. Usually, most teams won't send a drone in, or if they do, they'll only send 1 drone inside to try and find out where the site is. But Fatality, they're sending in 2, so they will be down on drone economy. As the round starts, Vulcan going for I do believe the pretty much exact same hold as they were last time. The only thing that might be a little bit different is where exactly they're sitting, but I am assuming the setup will probably be the same, which it is. As I don't think it doesn't look like Fatality are going for a cafe push again, despite the fact that it worked last time. They are instead opting to go for a east side balcony cache control room push, so interesting to see whether they can achieve the same results this way as with what they did on the other side, as Physics able to peek around, will take out Mob, so that will be your Sophia down very early. Who does start putting melee holes in just to try and find some angles and also scare Fatality a bit. Not only did he kill Mob, but he did put in a decent amount of damage into Apex. But Scobe's able to find the pick onto Crush. That will be Crush going down again decently early, as he is just caught out. So man count not equal, but the health advantage in favor majorly of Vulcan here. As Physics just trying to find that angle, just trying to find an angle onto Bathroom. Jack was able to push up through the sitting area and find a kill, and then Physics trying to push up will be taken out by the Thermite. Thermite going for the plant will be stunned out of it, as Andrew gets 1, will be stunned out of it a second time, as it is now a 1v3 situation for Helios. He is able to find 1, however, as he is in a desperate situation to try and find some frags, and to also deny plant, as Scobes will be able to peek out and find the kill. So that will be Fatality getting their 3rd round here on attack, which you wouldn't expect to see from Theme Park, as it is usually defender sided unless the attack is just a lot better than the defense. So, however, Vulcan could still bring this out to a draw if they can get the next 2 rounds on defense. And leave it a 3-3 split, which means they could bring it to be a draw, which, realistically, going 3-1 down when defending on theme park, you'd probably like. So, next round will be decently. Next round will, or the round after this one will be quite pivotal, as obviously they're going Bunk and Daycare now, which they did do quite well on the last time they tried to defend here. As Fatality just went for that that hard cafe push, and were just shut down quite quickly. So it'd be interesting to see whether they go for the same thing, whether they switch it up, or whether they switch it up and try and push from somewhere else.
In position.
We do see what I assume is the same setup as what they brought last time, where they extend over into initiation, which indeed they are. So it'll be interesting whether or not this hold works again, because obviously the big issue last time was that they all just kept funneling into DTs with the shotgun, and he's just able to find those frags. Also, not only did that happen, but Crush was able to was able to pick up that double kill. So it was just good from Vulcan. However, the one thing that nearly caught them off was Tiltech getting a 4K, but luckily Crush was able to find the final pick onto him. As BT is playing very aggressively with that shotgun, instead of just holding an angle onto the door frame, was just looking outside but not able to find anyone. No one was stupid enough to drop. However, it does look like this time, Fatality are opting for a cash type of push, as they will open up cash to office wall. But the one good thing about this extended hold that I do like is that it does force out the attacking team. It does force the attacking team to lose a lot of utility, like before they even get close to sight. As Helios is able to find a nice kill on to Tiltech, so that was the man that did so much work for you last round when you tried to attack the site. Will be him going down quite early, as Mob will take a lot of damage. There is currently someone playing below. It is Scobes. As this will be interesting, as if we can find a pick here, this will be huge for this attack. It will give them the opening they need. I don't think anyone knows he's there. Yeah, well, Mai's sitting out in the open, or at least sitting out in the open for Scobes, able to find him, and then Scobes able to quickly peek around and find the head of Physics, but that will... BT sprinting around the corner, not able to find the frag either, so that will be a free K for Scobes, as Fatality uses second charge on the office hallway. But Thermite pushing in, gets taken out, but then Scobes will be able to push in and collect his 4 for the round, taking out Jaeger. Just before that, the other kill was picked up. So this is looking like this map. Looking like it'll do the opposite of what happened last time, and looking like Fatality will take it out in quite a dominant fashion. As we get the copy pasta being brought out by a Fatality member in chat, which is quite funny. But we will now be seeing Vulcan go to our room, Throne Room, which they didn't look too good on last time they tried it, but you're gonna try something different, as you've played every other site twice, so why not go Armory and Throne Room for a second time, see if you can improve, as they really do need to be winning this round, as if they don't, then they will be going into the second half needing to win at least 5 rounds. They will be needing to win 5 rounds, take it to a draw, 6 in a row if they want to win. So if Fatality win this round, however, they will be doing they will go into the half switch in the exact same position Vulcan did on the first map. So we will see quite what they can do quite what Vulcan
5 seconds
can
remaining.
do here to try and collect this round and maybe bring this map back.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
As Vulcan do just need to start as they the attack will start to try and get top floor control. This time Vulcan do actually have a singular player on top floor. It will be Crush, who he is playing over in cafe type area, so not in a real position to contest the vertical play, but is in a position to come back and flank later on. He is also in the position to catch out anyone that's trying to push from cafe. As the drone, that drone must have seen him, right? Sledge will open up the door to cafe, so that will force him to run out. Or Cross, not expecting Habana to be in daycare, is taken out. So that is your one Raymer going down for Vulcan. But that is also man advantage going in favor of Vulcan. So be interesting here quite whether Vulcan are able to still hold down sight securely despite being a man down and having no bit of pressure on this top floor. As Physics kind of trapped at the moment, I'd say his best bet is to probably just try and get out if he can, but Andrew also over in the corner a little bit stuck, not in any sort of danger at the moment, but no real way for him to get out if he wanted to, as that wall will get opened. He heard it, and he will just stick in this corner, so this could be huge here. If Fatality don't expect him to be there, he could possibly get quite a few kills with this shotgun as they try and push in. Or drone coming in, will get shot by him. Another drone all the drones coming in, he will have for sure being seen by at least one of them. Nade coming out, not able to find anything. Another drone coming in, that one definitely saw him, so he will more than likely just be swung on and pre-fired at this point by Fatality, but Mob able to find one of these own. That will be Physics going down, so as Andrew throws smoke grenade, trying to deny the push in, but they just push it anyway, and he is taken out very quickly. Tiltec able to find another one, so that will be the Bandit going down, as it is now a 1v5 situation, and not really anything you expect Helios to do there, as Tiltec able to just push up and find him. So that will be a flawless round to end the half for Fatality, as Vulcan just not really finding any sort of opening to find frags, as Fatality played the very clean, very clinically, just able to find those kills when people expose themselves, and then just able to push onto site as well. So effectively, so good job to them, as they will be going into the split, the switch, with a 4-round lead. So they just need, if they can secure this first round on defense, then that does mean that the worst they can do on this map is draw. But it will put them in a very comfortable position to just win it. As we will see, judging by the fact that they're using a reinforcement on initiation wall. Yeah, they won't be going for any sort of extended hold here, as I do like what I just saw Apex do. By shotgunning out that wall there, it does mean that Thermite has to put his charge on the wall, which makes it quite a bit easier.
10 seconds to insertion.
Does make it quite a bit easier to make sure they don't get that wall open. As Bandit can bandit trick it quite safely, as long as he has someone playing over in control room. But with the fact that there is a Maverick being bought, it does mean that they could just Maverick trick it open if they wanted to, or Maverick trick a bit at the top for a nade through, and then go. A lot of possibilities with Maverick. So it'll be the main thing here will be who I think the main thing here will be who gets the opening pick and who the opening pick is on. As if Physics is able to find a pick onto a defender,
Bomb located by attackers.
that'll be solid. However, if Physics goes down, it won't be the worst thing ever, but if it were to, say, be Andrew or Helios that gets taken out first, then that would not be good. BTs is actually the first frag, dropping down hatch, and being taken out by Mob playing on yellow stairs, as he is forced to back off, thanks to the pressure by the stuns and also the bullets of Physics. So that is Maverick taking a bit of damage from the electricity, as they are just going to try and Maverick trick it. I don't think he got that top bit done properly, as he does take even more damage. Yeah, we'll clean it up now, and that will be it getting getting destroyed, as he will now prepare to try and get the bottom bit, as he does start taking damage. He's taking a lot of damage to that electricity, and if he's not careful, might actually die to it, as he's not got that middle bit yet, I don't think, and he's taking so much damage. He's so low on HP. He's got to be very careful, as he couldn't quite get that wall open. As he's still not able to open up this wall. Finally able to get it open, but so insanely low on HP. Tickle him, and he literally blow on this man, as he will die. As Physics is able to find a kill, however, that will be Mob on Mozzie going down. So that's Andrew being so little HP this time just opts to go for the foothold to shoot out the bandit battery and let Thermite open it. Plus with the oh no. Ah, okay. How long's that been like that? Hopefully not too long. Whoops. That's a bit of a goof. My bad. Yeah. All you need to know though, Fatality shut that round out, so that's a whoopsie. Hopefully that wasn't like that for too long. Okay. Okay, thank God. Were you guys able to see? Did you guys see? Did you guys see the horrific Maverick job by Andrew there? Or did it cut before he butchered that bottom line? That was a bit of an oopsie though. Yeah. Bit of an oopsie. My bad. Must have accidentally pressed my transition button. No, you missed. Wait, you missed it, or you did see it? But anyway, Fatality are currently on match point with a 5-round lead, so they are in a solid position to close out this map. Which, if they do, does mean that both Vulcan and Fatality will get a win and a loss from this Playday. As I wonder how the other game is going at the moment. I didn't get the opportunity to cast that. You missed it? Okay. As I couldn't cast that, as this game got delayed backwards, and as this one was the one starting first, this one was the one that I got to cast. So that will be Mob looking very AFK at the moment. Wanted to see some black eye camera placement, but instead he's just sat here AFK. 6-5 to Playday now. We'll have on first map, I'm assuming, if it's 6-5. So we'll start like a little bit aggressive. I'm assuming first map. So pretty basic setup here for Fatality. Not going for any sort of extended hold eastwards or anything like that. Just instead going for a nice good old site hold. Just having all players other than Fluoro, by the looks of things, on site. But Fluoro is the roamer, so you would expect him to not be playing on site. Physics able to pick up the first kill, however, that will be kill tech going down. So your bandit is gone straight away, as narrowly missing the head of the mute there. As Zofia Rope destroys the Goro shield. So that does mean that they have to start playing a lot more passive on that double door, as all the first thermite charge will be used on Office to top a yellow stairs wall. So this is the one thing I was talking about with the extended hold is, obviously the extended hold, the defense has to use resources, but not only that, the offense has to use a lot as well, because obviously the Thermite had to use both his Thermite charges to get to a hallway, whereas here Helios has been able, and that's only got one more to hallway, whereas here Helios has been able to just open up both walls from east to west. As Scobes is currently stuck in break room, as I assume someone's probably watching his way out, so he will just have to sit there and play passively, wait for someone to push in. They'll start trying to peek onto someone, as the Nomad will just start shooting through just to be safe. As the attack, despite having man advantage, is just playing really passive at the moment. Getting down to 30 seconds left now, as the Maverick will get injured, will be taken out, so that will be man advantage going equal again, as there is someone now on the breakthrough repel. Flash grenades will start to come in. It will probably give the repeller the opportunity to come in. However, he won't, and will just stick for the upside down repel. That did give the opportunity for Nomad to actually get into sight though, as Physics is able to find the Injure onto Valkyrie. We'll find the finish on the Val, because she, as Physics pushes in, should be able to find the Goyo here, but will look the wrong way, will be taken out. However, Apex currently in a 1v2, as Helios gets the diffuser down. He's able to pick up the kill onto Zofia, so there's now a 1v1. Close plant. Apex is very low on HP though, compared to Helios, who's almost full, so I would assume Helios probably just has to hit one shot here to the torso. Maybe two, but more than likely it'll just be one shot to the torso to finish him. As Apex will be crowned, misses shots narrowly. Narrowly missing shots again, as everyone just seems to be moving, but that Nomad jab will pretty much seal the deal, as it will mean that he has, and that second one will seal the deal for Vulcan, as just getting blown back by the air jab does mean he won't have time to defuse, so we'll instead just try and get a frag, but Helios won't take it. So that will be Vulcan picking up their second round of the map now, as they looked a lot better on that attack than they did on the defenses and their last attack as well. So just able to get that opening pick from there. Nearly going poorly, as Scobes is able to find one kill onto that Maverick and then get the other one on the Nomad pushing in, but luckily Vulcan are able to win out on all the rest of their trades pretty much, leaving Apex in a 1v3. Did get two kills, but couldn't quite get the final one. So that will be Vulcan taking the round. Fatality will opt to go to Armory and Foam Room instead of trying to go same site. So we will finally see Armory and Foam Room being brought by this Fatality defense. The one thing that Fatality has to look at here is they just need one more round to win this map. So even if they don't win this, they will be going back. They will be next round after this. They will be going back to Initiation, which they won pretty convincingly. So we will see.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Hopefully I don't accidentally return it to the starting screen again. That was a yikes. Thank God I was not playing on a delay. As if I was playing on a delay, that probably would have gone on for about a round before I noticed. So that was an oof. But Fatality just going for a pretty standard setup here, having, I do believe, one person top floor, which they have two people top floor. They have both Mob and Tiltech there, so they're putting a lot more pressure on the top floor than what Vulcan were doing. Is obviously with top floor control, the attackers can pretty much eliminate the defender's ability to hold armory. So you do kind of want that. You do kind of want to be in control for the defense, or at least make the attack work for it with utility and time. As Ash should have caught out the Mob there. Mob was in the middle of a reload when Ash swung round, but physics not quite landing the shots. Will be taken out. So that will be the first pick going in favor of Fatality. So this attack will now this attack will now have to start playing a bit more passive, at least until they can find a pick. As no matter what edge of it, the Mob will hear that and will more than likely just opt to not push, as he probably doesn't want to get hit by an air jab and die. As Tiltech able to find the pick onto BTs, that will be the Zofia going down. So top floor control not being still fully in control of this defense. Two attackers have died while trying to take it, and they've got no ground for it. So this round does look more than likely like it will go in favor of Fatality. So this could be the complete opposite of what happened first map, where Fatality gets 7-2. Andrew, however, able to find the first kick of the round for Vulcan as Tiltech goes down. So finally a positive impact on the round for Vulcan. But they're still a man down. They do have two walls open. They do have both Armory Wall and Barrels Wall open. So it does mean this defense has to start worrying about two places at once. So Scopes finds Helios, Crush able to find Flora, but then Apex finds Crush. So it's only a 1v3 situation for Andrew as he jumps in, looks the wrong way, able to find this Goyo, but pushing in, can't really do anything as he's forced to go for the plant, and they will just find the pick. So that will be Fatality winning this map 7-2. So that will be the complete opposite of what happened first map. So GG to both teams. Obviously one game going quite dominantly to Vulcan, the other game going quite dominantly to Fatality. So both teams will leave Playday 2 with a win and a loss. And that will be the end of the game, which does also mean it will be the end of the stream. Thank you all for sticking by and watching, and thank you again for giving me the opportunity to cast and host a game. But see you all next time.
Good game, boys.